Okay, the river diagram. It's a strange title, isn't it? But I found it a really useful and powerful tool for showing the range of capabilities with a group, and hence the ability or the opportunity for knowledge sharing to drive improvement in that group. So let's imagine how you might build up a river diagram. Let's say we've got some performance information, some capability information about a particular topic. Let's say there are 10 key measures, and we're measuring these things on a 1 to 5 scale. 1 to 5 seems a common way of measuring the self-assessments and maturity models. So we've gone into one part of our organisation, one department, and we've measured them against this capability, and we've got a set of scores for them. So we could plot those scores on a chart to show where they are, where their current scores are on that 1 to 5 scale against those 10 capabilities. Now that's fine, that's pretty straightforward graphing. What if we were to then plot against the same chart scores from all of the other departments who've done the same self-assessment or been assessed for the same capabilities? Now very quickly it will become cluttered the minute you start plotting your 5th or 6th or 7th chart onto the same backdrop. But what if you were to look at all those separate charts and just outline the maximum and minimum of any scoring department, so the range of scores, the range of capabilities across that whole group? And that's what we do when we create the river diagram. So let's colour in that area defined by the maximum and minimum, colour it in blue, and let's colour in the remainder of the chart green. And you can see it's a bit crude, but you get the idea that it could be an aerial view of a river, where the blue is the river obviously and the green represents the riverbanks. Now I find this quite a powerful picture because it shows you where you can learn and improve within a group of people. So where the river is widest, then you must have the biggest opportunity here for learning and sharing. Somebody's at a lower level of performance, down at level 1, and somebody's up there at level 4. So maybe there are some connections we can make between the lower scorers and the higher scorers who perhaps have a story to share. Maybe we can find a way to capture that story so that they're not forever sharing with other parts of the organisation. The other thing I find powerful about the idea of the river is the banks. So you can see on this one we've got a south bank where nobody is scoring at that low level, and we've also got a north bank where nobody has broken through into this area of highest performance. Now I think this is an interesting picture to take before senior managers, particularly if you're using external consultants in your organisation, because I think it would be a crime as far as shareholder money goes, organisational money is concerned, to invest in bringing in external consultants to tell you what you already know in-house, if only you found a way to transfer from those high performers to elsewhere within the company. I would say reserve the use of external consultants for those parts of the river diagram where you don't have best-in-class practice in-house. Save it for the green areas, those areas on the North Bank where you know there's nobody scoring at that high performance level. So that's where either you ask for some support from other organisations, maybe you'd have a peer assist or some other meeting to transfer knowledge in, or you bring in an external professional to share with you their experience and their knowledge and insights. But focus your external input there rather than on where you already have good practice in-house. So I find the river diagram is a great way of illustrating the capability for learning. It's a great way of thinking about a strategy for managing and sharing knowledge, and it's a great way to awaken a senior team perhaps who like the idea of performance dashboards but want to realise the value which is already inside the organisation. That's the river diagram.